This car is bad luck, but not for the reasons you'd think. Let's talk about it. This car will serve you well if you take care of it, which is what I have done, and you can see a rundown of all the issues I've addressed in this video right here. But I have experienced a series of events in the relatively short 2 years that I've had this car that make me think otherwise. You may think that a lot of these issues are maintenance related, but they actually aren't. I think many of these are just strokes of bad luck or being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'll begin with a tree branch that fell on the trunk lid of this car within the first month that I had it, which kind of made this annoying dent in the otherwise sleek exterior. Then just last summer in 2024, I came back from a restaurant to find that my driver's side rear tail light had been smashed in. So, really bummed out. First incident I've had with this car like this. There is no note here on the windshield or anything. Couldn't really find anyone. I asked that place, they don't have any cameras. So I had to replace both taillights with the facelift version for the SL. And you know what? I actually like them better because they are a little bit more clear and updated. And then in December of last year, on the way to a work party, my tire happened to shred itself while driving, so I had to pull over in a slightly sketchy neighborhood and use the roadside tire change kit to replace it. Not good. Not a good way to end a Thursday night after a Christmas party. All right, whatever. Look at this. Crazy. This I probably should have seen coming if I had just checked the state of the tires beforehand or been more aware of their age. And then last November, my dad happened to back into my car with his most prized vehicle, a car that he's driven absolutely incident-free since 2010. You can see the trim piece cracked right over here, and while it's not a huge defect in the car, it sometimes is difficult to get parts for a car this age. And here's the damage to the Ferrari's door. This is also the same corner where my taillight got smashed in, and where the tree branch left a dent in the trunk lid. So I think there's something to say about this specific corner of the car. Then finally, this last May, when a rock, roughly the size of a quarter, flew up and left a large chip in my windshield. I actually got Safelite to do what they could with the crack. It's a little bit better than how it was before, but it's still pretty visible. Now these are all isolated incidents that occurred separately from one another, but all within a pretty short span of time. What really strikes me is how close to each other they all occurred, considering how long I had my old car and nothing like this had ever happened to it. People usually have problems with these old SLs due to aging parts or complicated electronics. I was aware of that upon buying it and took care of most of its major issues, but it's almost like the bad reputation of this car is still somehow finding its way to me through another route of weird happenings. Does that discourage me from keeping this car? No. I still love it as much as the day I bought it, and I'm going to continue taking care of it in the way that I have been doing. Hope you enjoyed this small update. There's more to come.